Persistent deception erupts trust network, eroding trust and integrity in their wake. With each falsehood, we weaves a web of deception that entangles our integrity, suffocating authenticity and integrity clarity. The consequences are insidious relationship fractures, reputation shattered, and soul burdened by guilt in the end. And now, the cost of dishonesty is far greater than the floating comfort of a lie. The truth is the only armor against the ferocious power of lies. This is the verisimilitude, a channel that allows you to check it and see the truth. We show you the truth and show you how it goes. We allow you to take the bull by the horn. Now, come, let's go. Today, in this episode, we are going to talk about the dangers of lies, the dangers of telling lies. There are dangers of telling lies. And earlier, before now, we talk about the dangers of telling the truth. So if you want to go and check about the dangers of telling the truth, then you can check under the comment section. The first link there talks about it. So you can go and watch it by yourself. So come, let me give you these dangers of telling lies. Let's go. So number one I would like to talk about is complicated life, complicated kind of life. When you don't say the truth, you end up complicating yourself. And at the end of it, you stress yourself. You come and become demoralized at the end of it because whatever you do, you continually have to continue to lie. That is one bad thing about lying. You have to continue. And that is it. So the first one I said, it brings complicated life onto you. And at the end of it, it will stress you up. Number two, stress and anxiety. No, you see, when you give a lie, you realize that you are always trying to be up to date. And in that aspect, you continue to get worried and worried and worried. And you'll be anxious of who will maybe eventually know the truth. And for that, you will continue to paint yourself what you are not. Number three, broken relationship. This is clear. It makes relationship shattered and be destroyed when it is being exposed. You understand? So there's nothing good in telling lies because when you tell lies, you have to continue to cover many things, and at the end of it, you will not be comfortable, right? So let's go to the next one. Number four, guilt and shame. You know, when it happened and you are being exposed, you realize that you will not be who you are anymore because it have exposed who you really are. And at the end of it, you are not going to be comfortable, especially when people will be pointing at you and say, "Look at that liar! Look at him! He's the one that said this. He's the one that said that." So you see, at the end of it, you become a talk of the town. Number five, damage to your reputation. It will interest you to know that your reputation is one of the most important characters in life. So your reputation will be at stake to the extent that any little thing that will shake and or expose that your lie, you will end up in a very messy situation. Number seven, loss of trust. When you are exposed or when the lies are being exposed or when what you say is now being explained out to be a lie, you will lose trust from both your people, your audience, and some people that have maybe put their trust in you. You have lost those people, and for that reason, it will be a very devastating era for you. Now, let's move. If this is your first time of seeing this channel, please, you can do well to comment and to share. Do well to subscribe into this channel. Let's go so I can continue doing this very well. Number 8 is loss of opportunities. You know, when you have been seen as a liar, everybody would like to distance him or herself from you because you become a liar. And at the end of it, nobody will trust you in anything. And for that reason, some of the opportunities that you may have been having, now you will lose it. And many more that are more important, you will lose because of lying. The next one is inner conflict. That's your intrapersonal conflict within you. You end up conflicting by yourself because you know this was wrong, and your instinct will be telling you this is not actually what you are supposed to do. And at the end of it, when it catch up with you, you end up regretting, and it will be to your own confusion and conflict right inside you. There will be nobody to blame but yourself. And at the end of it, your instinct will be telling you, I told you, stop this. You refuse to stop. The next one is isolation. At the end of it all, you will find out that nobody would like to have any good or relation or connectivity with you. You will end up becoming deserted, only you. And in anything you would like to do, or whenever people see you coming, have you ever seen somebody, when people see him coming, they will all start moving one after the other and leave him there, leave him alone because of lies. Because at the end of it, you will realize that you will say what the other person did not even say. And whenever you see that somebody is lying, that person will not have good sleep. And that is number 11. You will have physical health issues to the extent that sometimes you will lose sleep. because you will be contemplating this sin. I hope so and so didn't hear about it. I hope this so and so will not come to hear it, and that will make you have a very stressful day continually. Still talking about negative influences, you realize that every liar influences children, especially, and the younger generation to continue to lie, to continue to do those things he has been doing, to continue to lie, and that are negative influences. And at the end of it, you realize that they will grow a generation of liars, which is very, very negative. Number 13 is spiritual consequences. In I think almost every religion talks against lying, talks against being a liar. So it will have a spiritual negative influence or negative consequences when you become a liar. Even in the spiritual realm, you will realize that people will not they will not trust you. People will not look up to you, and they will start looking down on you and looking for other options. Now, the last but not the least is the fear of being exposed, or the risk of being exposed. There is no liar that is not having that fear of being exposed, and that is the reason why they will continue to cover here and there, so that these lies will keep him going. So in this context, you realize that you will continue to have the fear and the risk of being exposed, or the risk of people knowing the truth about you or about the situation that you just lied about. So these are the things that makes people think about not lying. It's not just because everybody is in need of saying the truth, but because of these points, I think you should prefer saying the truth, whatever or however it may be. Note this, it was once said that if you tell the truth, you don't need to remember anything, because it is only liars that have to remember what they say, because they will be saying things against themselves, against the real fact on themselves. So if you are a truth teller, or you say the truth always, there's no reason for you to start to think about or keep reminding yourself of what to say. You don't need to think about what you should say, because truth is always truth. There is no two way about it. And so, in other words, when you say the truth, there is no reason or no need to remember anything, because it will flow naturally. Just when they say, tell me the truth, you will see that you are saying it naturally. You don't need to think of what to say, because it has just happened. You will only be uploading and uploading, because the truth is not something that you create, it is there. Have you ever wondered how much damage that single lie will have caused? That single lie will cause, or that single lie have caused. So, if you have wondered the kind of damage it has caused, I think you should think about reversing it and speak out the truth and the fact about it. So, see you next on another video. I am here for you. And so next time we will come with another mind-blowing topic and message about the very similitude. This is very similitude, a channel that allows you to choose the good from the bad, and we give you the fact that you need in order to grow on and have the fact that you can lay your hands on, and that you will do better as you do that. See you on the next video. God bless you. Ciao.